Are you recording?
Heck yeah.
Sweet.
Should be good now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, let's go through these fights quick. We'll keep them TLDR cheese style because I don't know what any name of any mechanic is anyway. My plan is just to go over the raid plans, give you guys a brief thing of what each mechanic is that matters. Boogie did a good job ripping these off of other guilds and putting his name on it. So we'll go over those that he did, and then we'll go over probably the ready check pull stuff. Not the whole video, just to go over specific stuff. Especially the first three, they're pretty brain dead easy. So, first boss. I don't know what the Plexus.
Plexus Sentinel.
Yeah, that one. Very simple boss. One circle gets soaked in the group, and heroic I think it has to be split. So they have two groups. One group takes first, like odds takes first, evens take second. That's generally how we do it. Small circles that drop from range and melee DPS, probably healers too. They all go on the outside of the room. Reason for that is when you hit intermission. So when you hit intermission, you get sucked back to the start of the room, and you have to run to catch the boss on the other side. He has a shield. You break the shield, then you interrupt, I believe, and then you're into P1 again. The whole idea of this is we'll just set up movement. There's no ads in heroic, so those are relevant. It's really just going from one side to the other. So it's probably a wind rush to start into a roar. And the faster we kill it, you have 4 total quadrants you can do. Our goal is just doing one. So it's just keeping things on the outside. So the middle's clear, really to run up and down. And make it very simple from that. And then looking at a video of it here. There's also an extra action button to go through this wall that runs at you. And intermission is when you use that. So other than that, yeah, if you get a little purple circle on your head, you drop it on the outside, like so. And then there is a big, that's a tank one. We don't care. It's a Brandon mechanic.
It does fall off damage based on how far away the tank gets.
Yeah, and this is the group soak. So everyone takes it. You split your group. So odds first, even second. And then all there is after that is intermission. So we all get pushed to the start. We now have to run. The boss will reset. He'll TP to the next quadrant, and you have to get there. So this is gates, wind rushes, stuff along those lines. Don't get hit by stuff. Break the shield. That's it. It's really not that much to it. And that is your cloak blink through the wall. Your question might be, can you natty blink it? I will say this guy did so with Shimmer. So yes, if you're a class that can blink, it looks like you can go through the wall yourself. If you're not a class that can blink through the wall, you will have to use your extra action button to make it through.
This is on PTR though, so we don't know if that's like...
Could change, but this is probably pretty set in stone.
Yeah, more than likely. But
the one thing is, like, will there be a mechanic like the boss that we all hate, the sausage, where you can't cross with someone because you'll pulse, like if we all cross at the same line, we'll explode and kill each other. Maybe that's mythic, maybe it is heroic, maybe we have to spread out, make like, go periodically through the wall or not on top of each other. Don't know yet. But that could be the one spicy mechanic. That's it. Have any questions about this one?
I think on PTR there was, on the first day, there was like a mother type mechanic where it's like only a certain amount of people could go through at a time because it was like pulsing damage whenever they went through. I don't know if that's
range when they go through. 3-yard range does 10 million.
There you go. Yeah, so it'll just be like periodically. We can't go through as one big clump. You gotta go through as a line or as a loose spread.
You also need 5 people per section for the stage 1. Oh, that's a soak. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. So you just split it odds and evens, I believe, for heroic. I don't think you'll need 4 groups for it. And that's it. Super easy boss. Seems pretty brain dead to me. Maybe tuning makes it difficult, but not too much in terms of learning curves.
First boss.
One boss down. Next boss. Luthamar.
The sausage was great.
I hated that fight, dude. The sausage was ass. Unless you were a mage. A mage. I think demon hunters could double jump the line.
Or if you played
Warlock.
Venthyr.
Venthyr, yeah. If you had
Again.
DoorDash, it was good. Yeah. So this boss, I don't remember this boss. I'm blanking on it. Oh yeah, there's a
It
ring
has-
that comes in around the edge. So,
Big boss.
yeah, this is a tank boss pretty much. It's just an out of the room. Tank's aim, it looks like your thing destroys an ad or something along those lines.
So on normal, you can. It's just like Airnog intermission. There's like little orbs that you got to kill to get out on normal. On heroic, and I'm assuming mythic, you have to use the tank frontal. There's 2 tank frontals
Correct.
back to back. You have to use one of them to break the orb so you guys can get out, and then the other tank will just stand off to the side to shoot the other. I don't think you need to do 2. I'm pretty sure 1 is enough to get everyone through.
No. Oh, we're talking. No, because there's
Like just to break
there's
the orb.
2
I don't.
waves.
Both tank frontals don't have to break an orb. I
They
don't.
don't. They do
heroic?
not line up on heroic. Yes, but on mythic they do not line up. So you have to use 2 different ones.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you just have like the first tank take the inside, so you can hit that one first, and the
Yeah.
other tank does the outside one away from everybody else.
Yeah, so the one mechanic for ranged and DPS players is you'll get tethered to the boss. It looks like shit. They may have changed this, but this is the mechanic. You will have a weak core pack to tell you to break your tether. And what this does is you have to run in the back of the room. When your tether breaks, which is just distance from the boss, you're linked to the boss themselves, you will spawn a puddle of poop. So you just run to the back and you spawn your puddle back here. Super simple. And then to go into intermission, there's these balls that spawn. On normal, we can switch and kill them, so we'll just ping and kill. And then on heroic, the tank breaks one with his frontal, I believe is what we're understanding. And we just stand in the safe spot, then you stand on the outside. The main thing is, depending how we play this, whether we want to move around the room as a group or always stay in this location, we would just always keep this one free of the poop if we did that, and then just spawn it around the room. Or we move around the room as a cluster. We can kind of do whatever. Probably just keep the place right behind us clear. Sounds the easiest to me.
In P2
back.
we have to move as the cluster, so I think we want to keep those webs
yeah,
as
true.
like tight and in a little area as possible because we need to use in
Yeah, they
P2 she
persist.
drops like poop under her periodically, and so we need to like go around the room slowly.
Yeah, so P2 she comes off her web, and I believe this is Lust, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's an LMP boss. I could be mistaken.
Correct.
It's P2.
Yeah, so it's
P2 timed.
yeah, so she'll drop this poop that we can't go through the middle in, and then she'll do a big ass frontal cone.
It's kinda like Lairdar's
this right
fire.
here. So you split it. Odds first, even second on heroic, I believe. On normal, I believe you can all take it. The more people in the front, the less damage you take. And then she spawns poop. I'm not sure what spawns the poop in this phase, if I'm honest.
It just pops
her
underneath
ass.
her. It just spawns underneath her. Yeah.
Oh, it's the purple poop. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's-
the key of that.
It's every
would
time
just
she
be
does
to-
it's every time she does the AOE arcane outage, she'll drop poop underneath her after
Yeah,
she's done doing it.
every 20 seconds she'll do a massive AOE raid and then drop the shit.
Yeah, so then
So
we
we
just
probably
have to
go to
work
the edge
around
of
the
the room and
circle.
then just move around in a circle.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Like
so-
hugging the shit we put down in P1.
Yeah, it's just tether breaks and then making sure we
Yeah.
have a safe spot in the back, and then it's kind of a tank fight from there. It's just do damage. Don't be dumb.
Last.
There's not much to that one. All right. Soulbinder. So this fight is cool, although I think it will be relatively simple. Pretty much, this is the boss here. And the way you do this boss is 2 players from the raid. So there's canisters around the room. Each of these little white circles is a little canister that's locked. You can't hit the ad. The boss is brought in between the 2. A line mechanic will come out on 2 players. 1 player goes left, 1 player goes right. You break the canister, and then you cleave down the ads at the boss. We do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. After the 4th time, we go into intermission, and you kill all the ones who haven't been broken. So hopefully we've killed 8 already. If not, then those extras would spawn, and then we just bring the boss to the middle and cleave them all down. Or maybe not directly to the middle, maybe it's in the middle, but either way, you group everything up and just cleave it down. It's the one like super pad fight that we saw. Things that exist in this fight are you can have a star mechanic like the boss in Spulcher. It was poison, it was ass.
Lords of Dread?
Lords of Dread, yeah. And
Yeah.
then,
In
but
PTR,
it's
these were consistent, so you might be able to have a preset markdown and just do it with one player, so the person can just kind of DPS on the side. But they might not be fixed like they were on PTR.
Well, more than one comes out at once, it looks like, based on the PTR
Yeah, you
video. But they're not too bad to deal with. It's just like, again, it'll be the same as we did for any other boss where it's don't put these through the melee or through the raid.
You can just have them pixel stack. You just have everyone that gets
Oh,
it
yeah, that's
stack on a
true.
mark. And
Oh,
it shoots
pixel
them out.
stack? Yeah, I guess the question is, do they start on the player or does it start off the player?
It starts
Starts
like
on
1-2
the
yards
player.
off.
That's
Of,
right
like,
there.
if you see it, the line starts like a couple, like a 1 yard off of them, so they could stack.
Yeah, could do that too, for sure.
Yeah. In this video, they were saying, I don't know if they were wrong, but on PTR, apparently, it like the ads are casting, and when the cast ends, they spawn, and they're like, they do like more damage and more health or whatever. They were only able to get to 6 canisters before
Okay, there you
the
go.
too far edge spawned. So you would go to the middle, get those, and then you would have to either grip or kick the too far ads
Yeah.
that you couldn't make it to in.
Yeah, I mean,
Before,
DK
like,
raid
yeah.
buff, hopefully they can grip. We'll see.
Yeah, and we'll see a couple kills
But-
before we get in there anyway.
I don't
mean, I
expect
think
this one
one
to be
DK,
that much
yeah.
trouble.
No, I don't think so.
That's kind of it. There's one knockback mechanic called this Arcane Expulsion, and from what I understand from this is you kind of use this to rotate. I'm not sure how frequently it comes at timer wise. I'd have to check the healing timers of it, but it's a big knockback, and the main thing is you don't want to get knocked off the platform, like that guy. So if you tank the boss here and you don't prep for it, you just die. You can fall off, but you can then use it to rotate to the next set of canisters. So in my head, that means this will come out once on timer based on every time the knockback should happen to get you to the next canister. But that could just be, my thought of what will happen with the fight. But that's it. It's really just
every once a minute. It kind of varies. It looks like it varies. Like the first one's at 46, then 126, then 230, then 316. So
yeah,
it's,
just have to be ready for the
Yeah.
knockback, and if it's a bad overlap, I'm sure there'll be a big ass weak aura that says knockback with the seconds until it's going off. In terms of prio targets, it's always kill phase blades first, if they do exist on heroic.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
they
they
were
only
unsure.
it's heroic and up is when they start existing.
Yeah,
I don't think they're
so-
on normal, but they are on heroic.
That's it. Oh, and the main line, just so you guys see what it looks like. It's right here. Come on, give me one. Balls, nobody cares. Bam. Big ass lines, yeah? Very simple. This guy's standing behind, unsure if it passes through or not. I assume it would.
You have to, because it shoots an orb
it'll
out from the
hit you if it
boss.
doesn't.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
if
that's
it
right.
doesn't,
That's
it'll
right,
hit you
that's
and kill
right,
you.
that's right.
Yeah, those 2 little orbs.
Yeah. You're right. And if you do miss, the orb does. It's not a one shot, but it's like a big damage increase and stuff like that. But this is probably how we'll set it up. Boss directly in the middle, and then you can go on either side. That's it. And that comes out, you just kill it. Super simple. That guy's bad. Bang. But he lives. This is probably normal. I don't know. But it's like a big damage taken increase or something.
It does 11 million on Mythic, so it's still not going to one shot.
The problem is this ad now doesn't get broken, right? So then you're gonna have to deal with this ad along with all the other ads, and that's really where the difficulty sets in. It's not really an immediate difficulty increase. It would be when they all break out. We just group them up and go like that. Right? Cool. First 3 bosses down. Definitely the easiest bosses here. All right, the first boss with a mechanic that matters. That's not like a Mogushan Vaults boss.
Yo, what are you talking about? That shit's hard, dude.
That shit's hard, dude. Yeah, I confirmed. Saw it last night. Is this just showing intermissions?
This is a super short boss.
Oh, is it a short timered boss? I actually did not know that.
Yeah, it's like
Timer-wise.
a 6-minute kill.
So this fight, has a couple different things going on with it. So during intermission, we got to kill, I believe this is intermission at least, we kill these pillars, but outside that, we're doing boss stuff. So mainly is these ads cannot reach a pillar or the void in P2. So it's pretty much just you have to kill these ads as fast as you can. And then in intermission, you kill these pillars. So pillars will spawn circles, right? Don't get hit by circles, yeah. Players. I don't know what players spawn here, actually.
Those are spawning the orbs that
Oh,
will
these
go
yeah.
towards that need to not hit the collectors. The
Yeah,
pillars.
they need to not have the pillars. So the main thing is just to group
Yeah.
them up on the boss. So they would, whatever diagram I'm thinking of, stack these up. Venn diagram, yeah, exactly. So you're not on top of each other. Maybe on normal and heroic it might not matter, but probably will matter. So just Venn diagram naturally, spawn them and nuke them. It's good to save padding ramp here, like, I don't know. I don't know what class is pad ramp. Fire breath maybe is a dev one. I don't know. But save there, and then there is, I believe, a soak for the group, which is this. So these ones are getting close. The main thing is to kill it. That's it. This guy's really close. It's not moving. So eventually this boss splits. When the boss splits, he spawns a ad. I believe it's of him. And it actually does the same mechanics that he does twice. So when he spawns circles and stuff, there'll just be more circles going out. But what that means is we have to kill it. And when they are close together like cock, they take no damage. So one tank, Brewmaster will probably be beef. We'll pull this boss way the fuck out. It could be Brandon. He's on warrior. And then the rest of us are just, again, nuking more ads and cleaving. And then once this boss hits, I assume it's... I actually don't know when he phases. I don't know if it's energy
when he gets
based
the
or
full
timer.
energy,
Oh, it is full
basically.
energy?
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if it was energy based. We go into intermission. So these circles are spawning from all the pillars, right? So you're dodging them. This is... You split groups 1 and 2. Oh no, when you kill this, is this when you hit
I
P2?
think the group soak is what spawns the echo, I think. Or the echo happens right after the group soak.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how it all lines up.
One of the two, yeah.
But
The group soak spawns the big ad.
Yeah,
there you go. So the main thing is this intermission. So when we go into intermission, we have to hit you'll see there's a little energy bar that grows to 100, same as the pillars on Rick Reverb. So we just always start on the pillar that has the most energy, because this one is higher than this one. And then after that, we will hit the one that has the second highest energy. There's 3 pillars, and then the third highest energy. And we just have to kill them before they get to 100. So they pointed out they started on the wrong one. I expect the damage check, at least in normal, to be extremely forgiving, so not matter that much. You know, don't get hit by the stuff that comes off the pillars. This would be like Rick Reverb a little bit, except instead of standing in the pillars, you're just killing them. These 2 ads are tank ads. They just follow us to pillars, and we cleave them down. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure on Mythic they have to die at the exact same time or within 1 second of each other.
Yeah, I'm sure there is something on Mythic, but I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. And then there's just P2. So in P2, the back of the room becomes a big-ass black hole, and there's a suck going on, and the suck gets worse and worse. So we pull the boss then to probably where we started in the room over here. The suck will gradually happen and increase, and it's just a base race of the boss. This is normally where you would lust. Depending on damage check, you could lust LMP and make this fine. But who knows where we'll be. We'll probably just save lust for the first kill for this phase here.
I think you lust, so at the end of intermission, he takes he has like a damage amp on him, so you might lust there.
You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, after intermission, you're right. He does have a damage amp, so all the Augs will be popping off. And that's it. You just spawn the ads behind him. The ads get sucked to the void that would be behind this POV here, and they can't make it there. Okay? That's it. It'll be more of a fun boss, in my opinion, than the last 2. But
that's the Julius intermission 1.
Sorry?
That you were just looking at says you lost intermission 1.
It's at the end of it,
because you're gonna have to probably do 2 intermissions before he does the black hole thing. I think, unless
it's really whenever maybe the damage up and happens twice, and the first intermission lines up at 3 minutes. But I think it was Strauss who said it was a short fight.
First intermission's at 3:15, and Rage is at 5:49.
I think there's only 1 intermission. Are you sure there's 2, Brandon?
Yeah, there's only 1.
Oh yeah, phase 2 after second intermission it says.
Yeah, there's 2 intermissions. Yeah. So I think they're probably saying because 3 minutes and everything are back up.
P1 intermission, P1 intermission 2, P2.
Yeah, so you have to do 2 rounds of basically
Yeah.
phase 1 mechanics.
It just
before you
depends
do
of
the-
where CDs line up for everyone.
Yeah.
Whether it's first or second. I mean, probably for us, this says intermission 1 because I think our damage should be high enough to where it will become irrelevant. As long as it's not like a 4:30 intermission timer, that would be really bad.
Yeah. Also, I don't
but-
know if the video said. I don't know if like that last phase is like health based. If like if he gets to a certain amount of health, if it'll just immediately start, or if it's like just timer based. So
Sounds like it's pure timer based on how this reads.
yeah, that's yeah.
Sort of like, well, no, I guess one arm was percent based, but we'll see. That could change. But it sounds like it's timer based, so as damage goes up, do you even get P2, right? Who knows?
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah. That's it for that guy. So another non-LNP. We're sad.
Yeah, it's like, well, just 2 so far.
Yeah, that's sad. I want all 8, dude.
True. I
LNP.
agree. Listen, I'm with you. I agree.
Okay, a fight where there's triple demon hunters. So it's a good old council fight where there's 3 different bosses doing 3 different things. And on Mythic, you'll just be doing it all at the same time because that's Mythic. So this raid plan is from Consequence, so he narrowed it down here. So purple silks in front of S should be taken by mobile. It's really just better if I go over the video for you because I read this plan a few times before I watched the video and it made absolutely 0 sense to me at all. Let me just go to the pod. So there's these things that come out. I actually don't know how you get one of these things.
So
Do they just?
there's,
Oh
at
yeah,
the very
they're
beginning,
circles.
Those 2 purple soaks.
Yeah. So the way this works is you want your mobile classes to pick these up: hunters, mages, boomkins. That's kind of it, right? Hunters, mages, boomkins.
You could there's a potential strat you could use like
Healers.
self healer.
Evokers,
Yeah, healers, evokers. Yeah, good call. Yeah, evokers and healers.
They're kind of
4 of them.
squishy. They're kind of squishy. I don't know.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah, it might be 4, but like, so we would do.
Evokers are
if
the
there's-
tankiest class in the game, by the way.
If there's 4, we just do like 2 hunters to start and 2 mages,
Oh,
or maybe
sorry, I
we
meant
do
4
3
auto
hunters.
brokers.
You know, it'll depend on the split. But you just pick one up and you get this nice big thing on your head. It's a dispellable debuff. Healers, you do not dispel at this time. So what you can do with this is when the nice big purple orbs spawn, someone with this thing can go run. Oh, we just missed it. Run in a purple square and pick it up for an increasing debuff of damage taken. Let's see if he does it. He was at 9, so he should pick something up here. Bang. So he's going to run in and suck this one off and clean it up. And he's at 10. So the rule from the video, this all depends on tuning, is 10 to 15 stacks, depending what you do, is you will then go towards purple and call for a dispel. And then a player by purple will then be picking that up. So we're not really going to be assigning stuff in normal heroic. I just want people to be able, like healers and DPS that can move, should just be willing to pick it up. It's not a difficult mechanic. You'll get dispelled. You'll wait for your debuff to fall. So let's say Banchers gets dispelled here. He waits his minute for his debuff to fall. Then he'll go back towards purple and pick it up for dispels there. Okay, just don't be selfish.
I thought it was when it got dispelled, it bounced to another person.
Yeah. So like if Banchers
Oh,
goes
okay.
and gets dispelled beside, let's just pretend I'm there on purple, I would then take the debuff and take his spot. He would wait a minute for his debuffs to fall off, and then he would go back to purple when the next person needs a dispel.
Oh, I see what you're. Okay.
Yeah, healers will be super potent in this, right? Because you're a healer, so it really just depends on what the damage outlook looks like. If you're a healer, you can just pick one up and then heal yourself and pad. And there's not much happening, that's great, and it lets DPS just do DPS. But if obviously healing's super tight for whatever reason, then healers won't be able to do it, and then it'll be more, shoddy as Ellie Shamans and Shadow Priests have to pick it up. But hopefully we can avoid that. The other line another mechanic in this phase is this nice green line. So the boss will target a member and cast the hunt on them. And the way it works is this person, this is the person I think down here off the screen. This is the mob. I believe it dashes to the person or somewhere, and the person can extend this green line. And what you have to do is just stand in line. You don't want to overlap circles. Get as many people in this line as you can to reduce the amount of damage that comes out from this dash. Oh, I was wrong. It's the opposite way. But he extended this line. So it's possible that he was standing back here to start. The boss dashed to him, and he extended this line. The bigger you can make this green line, the more people that can help. there's not a fair number in terms of how many. It's just like make sure it's a good amount and don't be selfish. And the one other mechanic is not this one.
It's
Sorry, this
fracture. It hits the tank, and 2 little green clones of the tank get spawned, and
Yeah.
somebody who isn't the tank needs to go and soak them, or else the tank is probably just gonna die.
right there. We saw it right here actually. So
Yeah.
bang, these little things spawned. Anybody can soak these. Literally anybody. There just seems to be one player in there and you soak it. It's like, I guess, like a mine from Mugsy. But you have to have a player in it. They soak it, and that's it. I don't know if
And I
they
think-
can soak twice. They probably get it. Soakers can't soak back to back, it says.
And they have to be soaked before Spirit Bomb happens, or Spirit Bomb will blow them up. And
Oh yeah, I
Blow
guess
up
that's
the
a good
raid,
point. So it's like the dungeon, the new one from the dome, where it spawns a little fissure. Or a little whatever essence
Clone
of
of
the
yourself.
clone of yourself, but it'll be a clone of the tank, and someone has to go
Yeah.
soak it before the tank thing comes out, or it probably just one shots your tank or something.
And I think while that's out, the tank is taking, I think it's 25% damage per clone. So the tank is going to be getting like cranked at that point.
Yeah. So
On Mythic, I'm assuming, but
yeah, Mythic will be different.
Yeah.
So we can see this. So this dash and cast the hunt. Let's see how close he was to them. So the main thing here that you're looking at is the hunt happened here. It happened on this warlock. There's this big puddle here. So Banchers or someone's going to go over soak this puddle. This will allow this guy to extend his green line, which will then allow people to come in and split the damage. Yeah. So your priority is to always soak puddles near melee, or in this case, that would interfere with the hunt line, right? So anywhere it's around melee are always top priority, and then after that, it's the outer ones that get picked up later. Okay. That's. Oh yeah. So intermission is. It reminds me of Fire Rack. So we will meet in the middle, loosely spreading around. There will be balls that spawn around the room. You will pick up a ball and get a nice debuff. And if you pick up multiple, maybe it stacks. I'm not sure. Probably
it falls off
does.
after like 3 seconds, so you can just wait to pick up another orb.
Yeah, but like maybe they're close, like, or I don't know. I don't know if it's
I
like
see.
Fire
Yes, they
Rack
will-
and it's a
yes,
stacking
they
debuff.
They will stack. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So you can't just. This will be exactly a Fire Axe scenario where you're in a specific spot, and then maybe turtles don't allow you to get the debuff, and in Mythic we run around and pick them all up. Maybe it's like tanks pick up half this room, and then we only deal with this half of the room.
I think
yeah,
you're also
who
tethered
knows,
with
but-
2 other people. I don't.
In Mythic?
That might be
That's
Mythic.
on Mythic.
That's on,
yeah.
Is that Mythic only? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
the
there's
tether's
none of
only
that.
Mythic.
It's just a pure spread. And eat them. It's pretty fucking brained out in my opinion. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh no.
There's
There's
2 different intermissions.
intermissions.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 different
That was only
intermissions.
the
I
first
forgot.
one.
So the first intermission is Shadow. I don't know. The first intermission is the balls. Second
Void,
intermission
the
is
void, yes.
fire rack lines or blazes. Sorry, you can walk up and down your blaze. They do see it here. This pull.
Yeah, and I have a picture of what that looks like in the channel too. It doesn't show here.
Right. I think it does show here. I'm almost certain I see it.
Yeah, that was them. He just showed 2 lines, but that
Yeah,
one-
That's the
you'll-
regular
you'll-
line.
They
It's just a
happen
bunch of
just
those.
periodically through the fight, and then in intermission.
There's just a
happens
lot of
bunch.
them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, in intermission, like the boss
Like
is just in
this.
the middle and is spawning Farok blaze lines on a bunch of people. You just need to avoid them.
Oh, it's gonna be here.
It's right here. Yep.
Right. Move up and down your line. Don't make last minute adjustments. Right. It's ass. It's fire rack.
Also, like kind of like Kai Veza. It's more like Kai Veza
Kaiveza,
intermission.
sure.
kinda.
Yeah. However you want to describe it. It's a line mechanic.
Yeah, it's the same.
The last one they don't see because they kill this pull.
It's just
The boss
the
randomly
tank
jumps to a
boss.
new. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just jump randomly
And he
somewhere.
does a big ass cone mechanic, and you have to run
yeah,
out of
felt,
it.
Yeah.
So if the boss jumped here, it would probably cover. Oh wait, I think this. Yeah, big ass cone. They did mention in the video the cone does not cover the entirety of the circle, so there was fault. Like you could stand here in this picture, for example, and be safe. Unsure if that will be changed for live, or you can just be a safe raider and walk out of it. That was it. No, I don't have a video of it, but it sounds pretty brain dead easy. So a few different things. Soak green circles when you see them. People who have debuff soak puddles around. Make sure you stretch out your line if you get targeted with the hunt. And then there's the 3 phases: fire rack balls, blaze lines, and a cone jump, which we probably won't see. Any questions? Seems like a decent.
The Millie video had a good look of that one. I'll just take a picture of it and put it in the channel of what that cone looks like.
Oh, the cone. Yeah, there you go. Seems like of all the council fights, it's actually a late council fight, which is kind of interesting. But hopefully that means it'll be more fun. I feel like they're always early and not fun.
It's like Council's Dreams, but like better. The 2 bosses are tanked and the Void guy isn't, and you just follow the Void guy around.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I'm not gonna.
They should always be stacked up.
I'm not gonna spend too much time on this boss, Fractilis, because they think it will be completely changed and nothing like it was in PTR because it was so bad. Pretty much what it is there was a weak war to solve the entire boss, and because of that, they think it will be changed. If it somehow doesn't get changed, what you do is there is 6 different lanes. You go to a lane and drop walls, okay, like this, and they build the walls, enter, and then eventually there's a player that's picked to break the walls, like this. And then they would get knocked back into all the walls. Think of Neltharion wall breaking. It'll be like that. And then pretty much they burst and do damage. These are mythic ones, so they broke it down here. So when you break walls on normal, they drop swirls on the ground near players to dodge. Heroic, swirlies plus some players will get AoE circles around them. Mythic, it does way more damage and mainly put a debuff on you. Think of Nelth again, where you broke so many walls, you got such a big debuff on you. It's how are you going to manage that with breaks?
I think in Heroic, the purple wall also puts a debuff out, like just like a debuff out on the raid. So you might not want to break in Heroic. I don't know if you want to break multiple of the purple walls, but
walls, yeah. We're in the middle. We would be on star X in this scenario. That would be our safe point. You do not put any walls here, and then you build your walls. Make Azeroth great again. Like this. Well, I mean that's what you're thinking of, dude. Don't tell me you're not.
yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure, man.
I mean,
This guy's building a
say,
wall,
stop talking.
right? Bang! Look at that. We built 2 walls. So efficient of us. Didn't cost much. These guys are building more walls or breaking walls. We'll find out. Breaking walls. They got pushed back through the walls, and now they spawned a ton of circles. See these circles? Yeah, these are the ones from Heroic. For people that spread, you don't stack them.
But those are ass to see. Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, purple on purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just literally it was
Classic.
spread. So what this did, if you're wondering what this did to make it very easy, is when you got picked for this mechanic, like we don't get to see it. This guy got picked, it would just say, go to star lane, and he'd be like, or condom lane, or triangle lane, and this guy would just go, okay, and just walk there and stand there. And then it would
Hell
do the
yeah.
mechanic for you, so you didn't have to think. And then
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
wow, that's fine. And then when the breaks, it says that it would say go break moon lane, and this guy would go stand on moon and be like, okay, I'll break the moon lane, no problem. And then bang. So it sounds like in Heroic, though, from what I understand, you will just break all the walls from the testing unless something changes and is crazy. That's it. That is literally the whole fight. And Consequence thinks it'll be changed because it's ass. But
there's a mythic mechanic that never made it through to testing, except for like a few people that is gonna make it 10 times harder.
yeah. Yeah, so they
Each
said
time
that
you-
it had to be
time
placed in a
you-
certain order or something, or yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and each time you break a wall, it does a stacking damage that lasts for 8 seconds. So like
It also sounds like if they keep this in any form it is announced, everything will be a private ore of some sort, and it's just going to be. I mean, I guess then you'll just have to hit one of 3 macros to tell you which one you. Anyway, it's going to be a weird fight.
So,
if it
so do
stays
you think
like
it'll
it
be
is.
like Taros, like early on, where you'll only break like a couple walls if you get that stack and debuff, or
It depends because you only get 6.
I don't
and then you're
know,
just
man.
fully. If you get 6, you die.
You will
Yeah.
do what the
So
weak
it's-
aura tells you.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
evil,
The boss will
exactly.
Yeah,
die.
by the time we get there will for sure be some sort of weak war management to it. How that will look.
It's
'Cause-
just gonna be like
Because
frog
think of it
intermission,
this way,
but
like if
more
you
range.
spawn different walls, like if I get a red wall and you get a blue wall, let's say, just for example, then it's like, okay, I have to hit one macro to say I have a blue wall, one macro to say I hit a red wall, one macro to say I have a purple wall. So you're gonna have to hit the macro, and then once everyone's hit the macro, then assign you a mark. I don't know. That's my speculation of how it would work, but that or they completely changed the fight and they said this sucks. But it's also the third last boss in the raid, so it can't be Taros level easy, right? So I just don't know.
And they just make everything do a shit ton of damage and give them a
Yeah, I
shit
think
ton of
it's
health.
just
So it's
yeah, it's
just
just
a
just the
big-
DPS and heal check basically.
Yeah, that's cool if that's what it is. It's
It's a what's it called?
As long-
Sludge fist.
I just don't want it to be super ass and like you have to really think about where you're putting each of these walls. I don't think that's a fun mechanic. From how it sounds to me.
Yeah, if it's not a private aura. If it's a private aura,
It's-
and
It will be
all
very
ass.
unfun
game-
because it'll be down to
so-
one person to coordinate 6 lanes. It's like playing Tetris, but you're playing for 6 people to make a wall.
The game, like, you don't have to like worry about organizing because the game, it'll be like the heroic walls will spawn on like 2, like 4, 6 kind of thing. Like you don't have to worry about like putting the right wall, like color wall in the right lane, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm just
Like
saying
the
maybe
heroic walls,
Mythic.
yeah, like-
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know about Mythic is who knows, but for heroic, it's like I think if they said it's 2-4 or it might be 2-5 is when the heroic.
It's
walls
this
spawn,
4
so.
3 4. So 4
Yeah.
group walls, 3 tank walls, 4 group walls. That's 11 total walls. Then there's 7 clears. 11 minus that 4 walls will remain every set. And so that's your enrage marker because then you can't have too many. It's like Tetris or
It's
whatever
once you
that
get to
game
6,
is.
it's
Yeah,
when you get to 6 in a lane, it's GG.
exactly. So same as Tetris, you can't let it build up too far. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, because it was so scripted as well, the weak aura just literally played it for you. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Kill fight.
Yep.
We'll see what they do. I don't know. It seems kind of interesting. I don't know if it'll turn out.
It has the potential to be really good or
really
fucking
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look at this fucking beast.
This fight seems cool.
This
There's
fight's
actually
sick still.
yeah, there's not much to it as it looks like. They split their group in 2. I think that is the way to do it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, and
Soccer FP1 pretty much.
yeah, kind of.
But it's easier to lose the stacks. It's like you don't have to like go out of your way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
pretty much because I opened this replay and I went, what the fuck is this? I was like, I'm just gonna start with the video and work my way backwards. So when you pull the boss, it spawns something called a conquer, and that is
It's,
really the first mechanic of the fight. It's an ad, I think, or it's this thing.
No, it's just a.
No, it puts
The circle?
It's a stack of 3 debuffs on everybody.
So it's this
And you need
circle.
to-
So what happened? Well, they don't know how it's going to work yet. So do you split your groups and do one
So
group
you- yeah,
first, one group
you split-
second?
So you split the tanks because what the first phase is just 4 tank busters in a row. That's 2 different tank busters like Rashok. So the tanks can't take the same tank buster in a row, but it's different each time. So there's a big cone, frontal vanquish, which needs to be taken out of the raid, and then there's conquer, which is a big group soak. The group soak is how you get your stacks taken off. So basically the raid just needs to exist on their marker, and the tank goes in and out depending on which mechanic it has. Now the way it's set up,
This
is
cone
that
isn't on a
basically the
player, I don't believe. It's on a tank.
It's on the
isn't it?
tank.
Yeah,
That's the
okay,
tank.
it's on
That's
a
the
tank.
tank funnel.
Okay, yeah.
So
that's
what it is that so basically after each mechanic, the tanks taunt back and forth. So that's going to happen. The next tank is going to get this. They taunted, boom, and then the other tank, when that goes off, is going to taunt, and the other tank's going to get a mechanic, and then that tank is going to taunt again. And so basically, as long as you're in every one of your group soaks, you will lose all of your stacks. It's like Sarkareth. If you don't lose all your stacks before this phase ends, you're dead. That's the whole phase.
The
And it's
question.
basically just you just take a fuck ton of damage, and he does 3 sets of these like tank mechanics basically.
The question is, with these conquerors here, or the damage output is, how much damage will this actually do in live? So if this did 30% more damage, you would all of a sudden be very scared. Because, it brings you down to 30%, give or take a little bit. And
So
it
they
does it
because
twice
they
in a
didn't
row.
split up. They kept their whole group stacked. The
Yeah.
mechanic is you just split. So basically, you're never going to take 2 soaks in a row, and you're like the tank
Well,
is
we
never going
don't-
to take 2 frontals in a row.
That really depends. I mean, that's
Well, the PTR video that I watched,
that's the idea,
sort of-
but that doesn't mean that
yeah.
that's what'll happen. And it does flip flop depending as the later sets go. They come out at different timings, from what I understand. So you could end up taking, like, this first one could be just like everyone takes it because it makes it easier later on. I don't know.
So it gives you a 100% damage taken debuff for 20 seconds. So the second one's gonna do double damage if you do everybody's soak.
That's why, yeah. So there's
Yeah.
so he does 4. So he does 2 frontal cones and he does 2 group soaks, and then there's like a little bit of time in between before he does the next set.
Yeah.
So as long as the tanks just keep taunting in between them, like, you're fine. The only thing is just healing through the group soak.
Yeah, the current journal for 10-man heroic is 62 million damage on the tank and 20 million split between everybody in it. So like that's not a whole lot of damage on the front end for the split.
Yeah, the idea of the raid plan is they kind of move around the room, and it's because of these things. So these are like, I'm gonna call them reverse blaze lines. So what it is you get a line on you, and you can't cross it over any of the raid or anyone else with a line, right? A blaze line, but it goes. Let's see right here. Let's see if it shows it. It spawns a little hand. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's called Behead is the name of the.
And then it scratches across like these little claw marks. I think it comes this way.
Yeah, you get pushed to the big side.
It comes to you, I think, right? Oh no, it goes away from you. You're right. So it starts on your
You get
side and it
pushed to the
goes
big
away.
side, yeah.
Yeah. So the rule that they made up was because it's when they spread and dealt with this, it was always pop a DR when you get this. Because of this right here, this guy's going to get the claw, and it's going to knock him into another person's claw. And so you could take double, and if you don't have a DR rolling, you just die. Sounds like if you have a DR, you're just safe, and you're having a good time on the fight. If not, you're that guy at 3%, and you're health potting, right? These stay on the ground for a little bit, and then we would rotate to the next spot, which is how you get on the raid plan, like this. So these are the hand lines. So the way they do that is they're moving clockwise around the room. So they drop their first set of 5 hands on the right. They'll drop their second ones on the left, and then they'll rotate ahead of the lines. Does that make sense? So the boss would be here for the first right set, and then the boss would be here for the second set, and then we would then be in the clear on this side of the room. And then we're doing it like this. What these first, third, fifth thing is it's beams that come out from the side of the room, but I don't know if it has anything to do with us at the moment. I don't think it does. Unless these have to do with the vanquishes, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it depends on which set which is happening is which one it comes from. Because I think the second time it comes out, it comes from the ad, not the boss.
Yeah.
Or from the dragon. It's from the dragon, sorry.
Anyway, so we do this again, bang, 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 we work our way around the room, then we're in our third set over here, and then we do it again, then we're in P2. Okay? So P1 I think is relatively simple. It's really just the hands that you care about, and then walking to the correct next spot of the room. And P2 is where the fight kind of gets a little bit more interesting. So the boss comes down in dragon form now, and we have these big ass circles. Looks like Razageth circles, yeah? I think that was Razageth. You spread out like so. Don't be standing in and it kills you. Then we get more hand lines. And you want these where the raid won't be, same as they have been in previous times. And the main thing from this is, I believe this one here, yeah, is these are going to start spawning beams from portals. Let's see if we can see it. Or maybe there's only one here.
The other ones are just off screen behind him shooting.
Over here?
It's where the 4 circles they drops those portals, and when the boss shoots the beams come out of those portals also.
So they just got lucky and none of them
So
came this way?
no, it's just the 3 portals were dropped way behind them, so it's not hitting them.
Oh, it's a way bigger
Like the
platform than it
portals
feels
spawned
like.
from
Okay.
those big 4 circles that those people dropped outside.
There you go. And then after that, you split. You go into 2 groups. You go through a portal. You come through the other side, and you nuke everything down on your side. Don't let any casts go off. I think there's a kill order here on the
Yeah, you're the Titan first.
list. Yeah.
Manaforge Titan, yeah.
Yeah, before it hit the max energy. Then it's just kicks, and it's that one boss with the storm LEs and that thing. Or
And there's
knocked you back.
also like Gallywix
Also Razagath,
spinning.
yeah.
There's Gallywix spinning like beams in a triangle that
Lasers,
you have
yeah.
to like run with and not get hit by.
These.
There you go, those things.
Pretty simple.
But yeah, it's like Razagath intermission.
And then you
there's
kill it,
one-
and then you wait here for the other group to finish. And when we both
can go
finish at the same
early.
time, we just go through.
You can go early. I think they go early here, and the other side comes a little bit after. Like, at least I know on the Instant Dollars video, the other side was there for like 15 seconds and nothing happened.
Yeah, maybe you just get
just go
damage
early.
uptime. Yeah, maybe.
I don't think you can
um,
damage them until the other side's done, but you're just there and you can like heal up and get in position.
So
Actually, I think you can go to the other side to help if you need to, kind of like Razagath.
here we go. This is showing the beams that were dropped and where the lines are going through. And so as this breath will come out, these lines will go. From what I understand, from what he says in the video, and then they move. One of these lines does not kill you. This is not like a do not panic. You cannot get hit by a line. It's don't get hit by 2 lines.
This is also the sausage.
Also kind of like the sausage. This guy turtles. But
You get a debuff for like
there's
6 or 8
also a theoretical save point in the room somewhere, which would have been right here at the back of the room, I think. He thinks it's over here, but I think that's cap. I don't think there is a safe spot over there.
No, yeah, it was right next to
Um,
where the boss was. Based on where these dropped, if you see where your cursor is right there to the right, like 3 inches would have been would have.
We could walk with it, I guess. Yeah.
Well, the tank
Yeah.
is also breathing there, so
Yeah, you just have to like.
Anyway,
hug the tank
you can
line.
get hit by 1 beam, just don't get hit by 2 beams, and then you can obviously turtle it and whatever. But it really
You can blink
happens.
through 'em,
Yeah.
or void elf through 'em.
Yep. And then we have to kill, I believe, that ad, King's Hunger ad.
It's the damage amp.
Yeah,
Where
damage.
the
The
boss-
amp.
damage, yeah.
based on how much health I think is
dragon
remaining
have
on
remaining.
the dragon when the boss
there.
finishes his cast is how much of the boss heals.
Yeah.
Or like
there
how
you
much
go.
health the boss gets.
Right here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Base jam amp, kill the dragon. Next king absorbs dragon's HP over his 30-second cast is over. So it's just,
Yeah, testing
Nuking the
lasts about
dragon.
14 seconds.
and then you're into P3. So you have a little bit of Kaveza mixed in. So you get 3. It says 3 players. We don't know how many it will be. Here they got obviously more than 3. But they just loose spread them in the room. So we'll have markers set up.
No,
Like
it's just 3 people get clockwise, 3 get counterclockwise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So but it doesn't really matter where they go, if I'm not mistaken. You just drop them and then you meet in the middle, because it's just the Kaveza suck.
Yeah, you want them pretty spread out because of the
Yeah, the next mechanic after
big-
that,
big
but
circles,
yeah.
Because if you put them right next to each other and they're the same type, you just don't have a safe zone.
Yeah. So the next mechanic comes out are these things. So spiked spiked Kurog balls. All right, and it makes more sense as you watch, yeah? Simple idea. Like it'll be
Painsmith.
difficult, but Paintsmith.
It's like Painsmith, yeah.
Paintsmith,
No, was it
Kurog, yeah.
Kurog, yeah.
Well, it's
was
like
the-
Kurog. It's like the pulsing out rings.
The main thing is like, well, how do we deal with these? So mechanic will come out on players right here. These guys, okay? So this targets a player. These look like Sarkareth lines in my opinion, so not very good. Maybe it'll be red when it targets you. But what you have
Yeah,
to do
that's right.
is aim it at a ball. And when you aim it at a ball, it'll go through you and hit a ball and cause it to explode and then cause it to go away. Yay.
On Mythic, it's just gonna make it change direction, so it's gonna be a lot of making sure they don't run into each other on Mythic.
And good momentum.
I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we bury for that though. So then you'll see they have 2 leftovers here, but then the phase just goes again, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it just repeats till you kill the boss.
Yeah, until enrage or death. So we just continually spawn balls, pop balls. I don't know if you get enough lines to break all the balls. Probably not.
You did on
You get
heroic.
3.
You got 3 and then 3, and then you got another set of stuff. The testing I saw, they were able to kill all the balls before the next set came out.
So then you could theoretically go forever.
Yeah. There's probably a hard end.
But probably
like,
once you, well,
miss or
probably,
something.
yeah. But probably once you miss as well, then that ball stays forever, and then you have those lines
Yeah, in your
forever.
mind.
So, but pretty simple. The idea is just line up with one of the balls. The key thing of this here is, right, they're going to try to spread it as best they can, and they don't want to get hit by a ball at the same time. They're not going to show it. Anyway, they get sucked off again. Pro.
Nice ad.
It's like man, I should try this game. Never heard of it before. Yeah, it's just Kurok balls. It's really not much to it. It actually looks super cool to me. I think this is a visually
really
good looking
cool. It's like
mechanic.
This is
blue
one of the
shells
best-
from
one of the best
fucking
bosses.
Mario.
Dude, Mythic is gonna be just wild having 12 fucking orbs up doing this.
But
and
not bad. So
hitting each
yeah, so
other.
P1 is mainly this group. So we'll say odds first, even seconds. Let's say, in terms of soaking the circle at the front, and then it's so first 5 go on our right. We move the boss. Second 5 will technically go to our right based on where our boss is moved, and then we'll be planted in the next spot.
Yeah, we'll try to have roars. I'll try to have roars planned out or something for that, just to move out quicker.
And then and then you're just in the next spot, and you do it again. We do this 3 times, I believe.
Mhm.
And then we phase
Also,
into
in this
P2.
phase, there's dragons in that first phase. There's dragons on the outside ring. If you go too close to them, they will hit you.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
So that's why you can't go too
And
far
these
out
lines
when
come
you're
through
dropping
the-
those beams.
Yeah, these come from the
Yeah.
dragons. These things you can't get hit by them coming through the room.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's
careful
where.
dropping.
Okay, yeah, those lines that come out. Now I remember. Coordinate to when they will come out based on this. This is how they spawn: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. And I guess it's based on where the boss is. I'm not sure what dictates which one starts, or maybe it starts like this every time, and then their rate plan.
Yeah, then you just go to where the
But-
first one hits from, and then
Exactly.
that's your safer spot.
Exactly, yeah. And then we're into P2, and then for P2, obviously, it's a new mob, right? The dragon. We're gonna split. Sorry, we got lines in.
I don't know if
you only focus the dragon.
Yeah, I
You
don't
only-
know if it was cleavable or if he got a shield.
Yeah,
He's,
so
his health is going down there.
portals,
by a
you just
decent
get these out as far to the sides as you can, and then you'll dodge the beams. They got a really easy one, I think, on this first one, and then we gate. You gate, you're gonna kill your Manaforge guy. That's what it was, right? Yeah, Manaforge
Yeah.
Titan as fast as you can. The big ass guy in the middle. It'll be beam, CC, probably chain rotation, right? Kick into
Yes,
Chaos Nova.
Beam works on
sweep
all
into
of them,
Chaos
which is really
Nova.
nice.
Yep, and then AoE kite in a circle, just kill, come back, do damage to boss. They LMP'd, which is interesting.
Well, it depends on Mythic, because that first phase there's a lot of damage going
that's
out.
fine.
So
They drop balls again. Here comes more lightning. This is only get hit by 1 beam. If you're scared, pop a big DR. And then it's nuking the boss in the middle. We have to do... This is damage amp, so this could theoretically maybe be lust. He's sucking off the dragon for health, so we got to do as much damage as we can. Now we're back to killing the boss. We're into P3, which is just dropping mine... Or Kaiveza sucks around the circle, which will then create mines, which we have to aim and shoot down.
Yeah, the damage amps are like 215 and like 410, so it's kind of rough to save.
It's also 100% damage amp on the dragon, I believe.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
only
like
you can only
really
do X. You can only do so amount of like an X amount of damage to it. So like you really don't get a benefit from lusting during it because there's only like the quicker you do it, the quicker you push, less health the boss has. But it's not that much different.
it mainly just depends on like the first phase, like how much damage that really does do and stuff.
Yeah.
And theoretically, the first phase ends either when he does 3 sets of his like tank stuff, or when you push him to 50%. I don't think we're pushing him to 50% early on.
No.
Obviously, I don't think that's happening, but theoretically, there might be a point in time where you lust to just try and get out of P1 as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you could potentially skip the second, maybe if you push them down low enough. I don't know.
Hey, what did I do?
I don't think we'll know for a while. Maybe they missed the. Did they miss one? And that's why they died?
It exploded.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they do have a timer. And if you miss one. You have to
Well, I know
kill.
so on
Yeah, you have
heroic
to-
they'll go through each other, but on mythic if they hit each other they explode and you're dead. Oh, they exploded like 3 at the same time. That's why.
That's just 3 people. No, but
No,
that's what you do.
You're supposed to do 3.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have
Did
run
they- oh,
dead
did-
here, though.
Did they line up and shoot 4 or something?
Who knows?
Oh, it's either that or there's an internal timer on the ones, and one exploded because they missed an earlier set.
Not sure. Doesn't really matter.
I'm checking.
Doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's it. That's the entirety of this fight. There's one more fight after this, Dementius. I'm really not going to go over anything about this guy because no one's seen the fight, and it just doesn't matter to us. We're not going to see this fight until Monday, probably.
Dragon flying, dude.
Yeah, true. All that exists is the theory of how the fight will work. Boogie thinks on the consequence that they'll split the group half and half and meet in the middle. But I don't really want to sit time and go over it without a VOD to look at for anybody, and we don't really know. This could even change based on what's here. So
Yeah, I'll be watching Tuesday, and I'll have
Um,
screenshots and decent ideas.
yeah, we'll see if they're killing it and how difficult it is based on how they do splits for it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure like instant dollars and other
So-
people will be in there before they are, so I don't think it'll be too big of a.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, I'll put up a VOD of everything we went over, but yeah, if you just look at the channels, there's a video of Andrew. He has Banter's POV as well. You can just toggle through to make sure you get everything. The fights don't seem too bad overall, at least on normal and heroic. We'll see how they feel tuned-wise. It'll all come down to numbers in terms of how they feel. I think this Havoc one seems like the most fun to me in terms of the council fight, which is crazy because I normally hate council fights.
Well, this is the one where you can actually just follow all the bosses. It's great.
Yeah,
isn't just
this
two
fight
bosses
is,
doing
I
whatever
think,
the
is
fuck
going to
they
be the
want.
worst fight.
And for
Sign
what
me
it's
up.
worth, pretty much every heroic fight has the same timer on Mythic, so that's something that is kind of nice.
Yeah, so we'll set up rough healing CDs in terms of thinking of where big damage amps will be, like wall breaks, for example, and stuff. But a lot of it we'll just be feeling it out and figuring it out as we go, especially on normal. Normal will be the same as last year. We'll blow through it.
Yeah, I'll probably won't even make CDs except for until like Fractalus and on. I don't think the other ones really need it since I'll be there for Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll watch regular.
I linked the week course to have for the tier in the important week core doc. There's an add-on. You need Northern Sky rate tools, and there's a Northern Skies anchors pack, which I did not have. I had a different anchors pack, so I had to get this one. And then there's the Northern Sky Manaforge, which isn't loading, which is sick. The other one that some people use that I've had in previous tiers that you might also have that's missing is the Kazi pack, or however you say his name, right here.
What wasn't Northern Sky an add-on now, or are they going back to using weak auras?
Yeah, they have both. It's an add-on and a weak
Okay.
aura. So you'll need both. The add-on does let you, according to Zaduble's picture here. Let me see if I can open it in my browser. An option to auto-update it. So you don't need to think about it anymore. The auras packs are here. You can download the weak auras from here. It has everything listed here. The only pack that's not here that Northern Sky has nothing to do with is the... how do we get to WoW? I'm blanking on it. There it is. The Kazi pack. Woo. There's no pictures here, but he's updated a bunch too. Now he has his own add-on and everything with it, but this has like the big debuffs and stuff like that you may be used to from previous packs of his. So if you're looking for those, you would have to grab his on his own. I didn't put it because they're not mandatory. I wish there was a picture of what it showed, but there's not. But that's up to you guys if you want it or not. So these ones I don't think will be mandatory in any way, though. Based on the Northern Sky pack, when I downloaded it, it seemed to cover most everything.
Does anybody know if we need to disable our previous anchor add-ons, or is it?
They don't. I believe the anchor add-on pulls off the title of the anchor.
Okay, sweet.
So, but because of that, you cannot rename the anchor, and you must have the current anchor that is listed. I did not have the anchor pack for this set, so I had to get it. But it is linked accurately in that channel. The NSA anchors, or NS anchors. Okay, that's good. Move them around as you feel the anchors, and then of course you can move them individually. But then when you start getting into updating, you might have to move them again, or you might end up with Dell and your sounds might be turned off. So you have to keep an eye out for that too.
Damn.
Okay. Good. If you guys have any questions between now and Tuesday, let us know. But then remember, Tuesday for Team LMP, we'll start at 7:30. And with one of the groups, whatever group my hunter is in, we'll start first. And we'll probably do normal.
Posted the split group somewhere?
I don't know. Did Boogie? That's a Boogie question.
No,
He hasn't
No,
yet.
he doesn't.
He does have them ready. So we'll get him out. But yeah, so they are ready. And whatever group has my hunter in, we'll go first. I think it's technically group 2 based on how we made them, but that'll be coming out tomorrow. And then we pray for server stability.
You mean Tuesday?
True.
Tuesday, yeah, tomorrow's Monday. Good comps.
I might have been blanking out. Did you say we did or did not need the database and functions anymore for Northern Sky?
Oh, the private aura? That's a good question. I forgot about that one, that it existed. It doesn't
I
say.
think we deleted the private aura because it replaced
I still
the private
have
aura,
it.
and there was some.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
You deleted it because it was in the week. It
Yeah,
was
it was
in the
in,
under.
and
They
it
added
might
it to the
override.
under.
Oh, they added it to the pack? Okay.
So more than likely they've added it to this pack also.
Okay, yeah, because I see it says a warning. The aura has overwritten the global NSA API. This might have.
Yeah.
been
So
deleted.
when they did the last big update for the undermine one, they basically you don't need the database and functions one anymore, so you can delete that.
And the one cool thing that I'm going to try out, which some of you might try out if you're nerds, is this pace week aura will assess our damage and tell us if we can make checks or not. So on Bandit, I would use to see how far ahead or behind we are to push at the correct time /skip and add set.
Is there a
Yeah.
way you can
So,
set like
that'd
a
be neat.
specific timer on that? That'd be sick.
That's
I don't know. I've
that's a
never used
potentially
this
make you
before.
that's a potentially
Yeah.
make you feel bad week or a damn.
Or make you feel real good, dude.
It's like you guys
Well,
are
we're way
50%
ahead.
behind. You
Stop
are
playing the
dog
game.
shit.
Or you're
This-
way ahead. Stop playing the game.
Yeah.
This NS Wikora Anchor one is not the same one as the
No,
Wikora Anchor that I have in my.
that's correct. Yeah, it's a different one. Well, for me, it was. Maybe if this is the one that you have named currently, mine was not named NS Weak War Anchors. Mine was named, I think, just Weak War Anchors. Do not
Yeah, it was
rename.
just this week.
Yeah, so this one was a separate one completely, and so I got this one fresh and moved stuff around. Yeah. Oh, if you're using 1080p, there's a different one. Shit, I don't even have the right one.
Bro, plug in your monitor, please.
That
Yeah,
will
I
not
should do
happen.
that. I could do that.
Wait, did you link not the 1080p one?
I linked the 1440 one, yeah. I didn't even know there was a
Piece of
1080 one.
shit.
Shit.
just fuck.
I
like
didn't
half
even
of
know
it.
there was a
I want
1080
you
one.
to
Honestly, what I
fucking
did when I
find
opened it
it.
is I just scale. It's just a scale difference. I just group scale it all down because I imported it and it was all massive on my screen, which I'm sure it looks like for all of you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's way too big. So I naturally scaled it down, but it looks like they have a 1080 version right
You must have done that last year too, because I remember seeing it, I'm like, is everyone in Northern Sky blind?
here. Yeah. So, anywho,
The add-on also made me 3 macros too.
it made
me
you
the call
macros.
for and yeah, like it calls for an external innervate
Oh.
and then for the private aura thing.
Yeah. So, where's my little picture that I had? Of,
Oh yeah, NSPA macro. Nice.
Yeah, so there's this external alert one. We've never used this. It has existed for a while. I don't know. I mean, if it gives it to us, you could put it on an external whenever you want. So if you're Silver or a Boomkin, you're probably slamming this on CD.
Yo, I'm taking them all, bro.
Yeah, true. Ellie Shaman based.
Dude, I lost Dwayne.
But
I can see
yeah.
that innervate one being super troll, especially if you're separated like on the next last boss and you're on the other side. It's calling innervate from the other person. Like that could be really dumb.
There's only one fight like that though.
I
guess maybe the last two could be like that. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it has a range checker in it. But yeah, we'll continue using Northern Sky. They seem to keep it a little bit more up to date than the Liquid stuff, and we're all on it anyway. So if you have questions, get the add-on. Start here. This is your first stop, and then you can just click all the way down. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, let us know by then. But have a good day off tomorrow. Work on your alts as much as you can if you need to work on your alts, and then we'll slam Tuesday. I think our goal should be obviously. Tuesday will be one group, normal, heroic. Maybe we can do 2 normals on Tuesday and half a heroic or something. You want to... I don't know. I have no idea what our timeline should be. I don't remember what they were last year. But clearing normal will be a breeze, so normal to heroic for sure. All right, guys. Good. Well, thanks for coming. Everyone have a good night. Enjoy your Sundays.
Thanks,
29 days till